That intro, I actually played our old intro accidentally because I just noticed it. I'm like, that has our old logo on it and everything. I totally played the wrong intro, but it is what it is. Welcome, everybody, to the Survivor Now podcast. My name is Randy. As always, I am joined by Abraham, and we are here to talk about episode 10 of season 45 of Survivor. And let me just say, this episode should be titled, Nobody Wants to Play the Game. Nobody wants to make a move. We're just going to stay Reba strong, and we're just all going to be friends till the end. Abraham, give me your initial thoughts right after this episode. I know it was. I'm just saying, like, last week there was a lot of bad gameplay, but there's two people in particular that I have an issue with how they're playing the game, and that is Katurah and Emily. You guys can't actually think that Reba's going to work with you until the end of the game. You can't think that. Walk us through this,
all
Abraham.
good shows. You gotta want to hate for somebody. So Drew. You're my target. I want to see Drew out. Drew's a little too cocky. I want Drew out. So I don't understand, man. I'm like, Bruce, you knew you was on the chopping block two times in a row. You won. You knew they were coming towards you. There is nothing that they could have said to me, Bruce, and said, hey, don't play your idol, man. I'd play my idol. But here's the thing about it is, this was a great opportunity to get somebody on Reba out.
This is possibly the last opportunity, because I know in the preview for next week's episode, they show it looks like Drew is targeting Julie, and Julie and Dee might work together. It could be CBS just playing a trick on us. And in the end, Reba might just end up working together to the very end of the game, which would be a very disappointing end to the season. This could have been the last chance, and there was no reason that Katurah and Emily shouldn't have made this move against Reba. It makes no sense.
Bring Caleb back. Where's Caleb at? Bring Caleb back. I mean,
there's so many Ponderosa, Caleb.
It's so many players that would have made this so much more interesting in tonight's episode. You know, I'm like, okay, when are you going to make a move? Emily, she's talking about making a move. I'm going to make this move. I want people to know I made this move. And every episode, you voted with the crew. You've made no moves. Well, I'm going to convince Bruce. Do y'all not see the pecking order? That's a tribe. Let's go back to when I tell everybody Survivor. If you can get 3 or 4 people, 4 is a lot, but if you get 3 people to ride or die to the end, you can win Survivor. Now, everybody else that sees that need to say, you know what? We need to break up that. And I don't see any one of them. Katurah, love you. Love you. You hated on Bruce. What game are you playing? Where are you trying to get in the game? Are you trying to get to the $1 million? Because right now, it's like 6 people sitting between you. Jake is just on the season. He's on the episode. Great guy.
Jake is just being strung along. There's nobody that wants to work with Jake. My man is on the outs. My man is struggling out there, Abraham.
If it wasn't for the fact that they was trying to get somebody else out, Jake would have been out already. Every time Jake is not voted out, it's because they wanted somebody else out. Then you got Caleb over there in the jury talking about, hold on. Yeah, Jake might have 3 votes, but hold on. That's not the end. And then Bruce was the only one that voted for Julie. It was a perfect opportunity to get Julie out. They could have got Julie out. They could have got Drew out. They could have got Austin out. They could have got Dee out. You could have got anybody else out of the game. You could have broke this whole dynamics up. But instead, we snoozing. I don't know what game we playing. Team Bruce all day. I'll be there, Bruce. When we shake hands again at the finale, because you my winner. Now,
well, the thing is, Abraham, Jake, you brought up Jake, you know, he's just out there. He voted for Bruce too. Jake, I mean,
you know what surprised me? Look, let me tell you something surprised me about when we see this game played on TV. Stop thinking people not gonna lie to you. It says outwit, outplay, outlast. There's a lie in there somewhere. You can't outwit somebody without telling a lie. You can try.
If you tell someone that you lied to them, they think it's the worst thing in the world. They don't remember that this is a game all about deceit and lying. They feel like everyone's got to be telling the truth. We got to make sure, if you want to chat along with us, join the live chat. We like to call it our ancient voices. Jay is here today. He said, nice shave, Randy. Thank you very much. Going with the staff only. Also knows Bruce, or sorry, Abraham and I are struggling because our boy Bruce has been voted out. Jay also says, I think it made sense to Emily because she didn't want to piss off the Reba before and get targeted next episode. She was trying to please the crowd with this move. I get that, Jay. I just think it's the wrong move. I mean, Bruce put it out to Jake perfectly. Look, you go this time. He was saying if he plays his idol, you
next
go.
Next time it's Jake.
I go next time. Then it's Emily. Then it's Couture. I don't know what Emily is playing for here. She cannot possibly think in her mind that the Reba members are going to take her to the end. And I know everyone out there is like, no, Randy, it makes sense. She thinks she has a better relationship with Drew and Austin than they do with you. She literally said last week, or 2 weeks ago, one of the weeks, we need to target Dee and Julie. And they instantly, Drew and Austin, instantly went, nah, we don't want to do that. That should have been the evidence that Emily needed to tell her she is on the bottom. And Emily right now, she's dropping the ball. I think this was the last opportunity that she had to make a move, and she blew it.
Look, Bello is definitely not strong. You know, Couture, you happy you got Bruce out, but that's one of your players out. So you could have went with the lie and said, hey, look, I got that idol, but Kelly took it out and she left with it. You could have ran with Bruce with that lie. Jake, you out here thinking somebody trying to deceive you. Everybody's trying to deceive you, not just one person. So you need to pick the deceiver that works with you. Bruce was working with you. You could have went with Bruce. Now, Emily, at some point you got to make a decision. At some point you got to play the game of Survivor. But it's for you and it's for Reba. Perfect opportunity. You knew they was going to throw all the votes on Jay. You could have picked anybody on Reba tonight to vote out. But you voted Bruce out just so you can get an idol.
And you had an idol to play with. We do have to start there, Abraham. The big talking point in this episode was the idol that Bruce had. He tried putting a lie out there, which I think was decent, but I do agree. I do agree with everyone else. I think he waited a bit too long. I think if that was the plan, he should have said it right when Kelly got eliminated, because if Kelly gets eliminated and then you come back and you're like, man, I gave my idol to her, then that would have worked. You can't wait 4 or 5 days and then be like, man, I gave my idol to Kelly. I think he waited a bit too long, but I applaud the effort, and that lie was put out there. It got extinguished pretty fast.
Now, hold up, back up. Because Drew was eating it up.
I mean, Drew and Austin instantly
was eating it up. So I don't think there was I think what happened was Couture was the one that sunk that ship. I think the lie would have worked. Jake, you were already on the chopping block, but they felt like you didn't really have any value in the game. So when you gave the information up, they was like, well, he coming to us trying to help us out. I think that could have been a lie that would have worked and would have ultimately still got out one of the Reba. Right now, you just sitting here waiting to say, okay, who's on Reba going to win Survivor this season? That's really what we're looking at now. That's what we done came down to.
What Reba member is going to win? Yeah.
Let's just pick one. Because now you hoping that one of the Reba members defect. Now, which one is Dee going to defect on Julie? Is Julie going to defect on Dee? Because the edit show that they got love for each other. Austin saying, well, I got to start cutting somebody. Well, guess what? It won't be a Reba member. You got 3 other choices before you got to get the Reba. So somebody on Reba got to jump ship.
It's going to be interesting to see if one of the Reba members finally decide, you know what, we got to start playing this game. Jay puts in the chat, Emily wouldn't have believed the lie. I don't know. I don't think, at times I think Emily is playing a terrific game. And other times, like tonight, I think she messed up. I think Emily made a giant mistake. Her and Couture not going with the group. I think it was a terrible mistake, but we'll see how the season plays
I'm going to tell Jake right now. Jake, you're going to see Emily in the jury box, and then you can say that same thing.
Abraham, I will say, your boy Bruce, he had every opportunity to stay the night. He chose not to play his idol. Emily did get him in that sense. My mind was blown when he did not play his idol. My mind exploded. I was like, there's no way right now that this dude is not playing the idol in his pocket. And we see him leave the game with the idol. He better have that idol in Los Angeles if he ends up being there. He better have it because I want to see that idol. Abraham, how'd you feel when you saw Bruce not play the idol?
Well, I was hurt already because I was already doing the challenge. And I said, Bruce got this challenge. Once they got down to Austin and Bruce, I said, oh, this is Bruce's challenge. You know what scenario I had put in my mind? I said, you know what's going to happen? Bruce is going to, when they got down to Austin, I said, Bruce is going to win this. And Bruce is going to give his immunity idol to Jake. And they're going to craft an idea to vote out one of the other members on Reba. I said, that's going to be a power move. I had Jake up there, but Jake was struggling early, so I know he was going to be going. When Austin and Bruce, I was like, oh, Bruce got this. I said, this is going to be the episode where they blindside somebody on Reba. And then out of nowhere, Bruce just drops. I'm like, he didn't seem like he was hurt, but I know how it feels to be out there. So it may not look like it was hurting, but it was hurting. So I said, man, let me go get my Bruce team t-shirt on and say, hey, Bruce, man, we'd been done. Hey, we were out there smashing mugs. Smashing.
Right. Well, see, if he had you out there, Abraham, I feel like you would have been like, listen, Bruce, you got to play your idol tonight. No, you better play your idol.
Play that idol, man. Look, don't trust none of these folks. Look, Kelly gone, Bruce gone. I mean, like, out of the remaining players of Survivor, who do we really want to win Survivor?
I'm rooting for Austin. I really want Austin to win this season.
I want to see another epic blindside. So somebody, if Austin or Drew, when y'all get blindsided. So take a pick. Who don't get blindsided win Survivor. So if I don't see where Drew hasn't really done anything except for that one killing move.
What are you talking about? Drew's been one of the masterminds. I feel like all the Reba members could.
There's no mastermind when everybody vote the same way. They
can all claim it. They can all claim that was their move. They can all say in a certain point of the game. Now, what the Reba members need to be aware of is you do not want to be sitting at the end with another Reba member, because if that's the case, you're gonna have a move that you claim, and then the other Reba members are gonna be like, actually, that was actually my move, and then you have to discuss that. You're running out of people. You've got 3 people you could take to the end in terms of Emily, which I wouldn't want to sit next to. You have Jake and Katura. And honestly, if I'm one of the Reba members, if I'm Drew, Austin, Mama J, or D, I want to sit next to Jake and Katura. I think that's the easiest final 3. I don't see Katura winning in the final 3. I definitely don't see Jake winning. So next week, I expect to move.
Jake be surviving.
I expect a move to be made next week. If you really want to win this game, if you want to take the game by the hold, you need to get Katura and Jake and take those 2 to the end with you. I think that's the only chance.
Now,
like, that is the only clear path, is what I'm saying. It's the only clear path to the finish.
To me, Emily has a path to the Soul Survivor. Here, you're right. Here it is. Because here's the one thing Emily has been doing. She's been honest with everybody that's about to be voted out, except for Bruce. So you're not gonna get Bruce's vote because you lied to Bruce. Yeah, and that's the game. That's the nature of the game. But I think if you get to the end, Bruce probably will give you his vote because you made him feel comfortable enough where he didn't play his idol. That's good gameplay. So if you respect the gameplay, now Jake, you're gonna be a drug. I hate to hit the stamp on you, but you might be just that player, so nobody else takes the spot up. I'm just saying.
I think Jake might be the 0 vote. I mean, he's been on the chopping block the past 3 or 4 weeks. This man is surviving by the little hair on his chin. He's surviving.
Because who do you focus all your animosity on now that Bruce is gone? Jake is basically saying, I'm a swing vote. You need somebody on Reba to jump ship in order for this not to be a Reba sweep for this season.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a possibility that Reba goes all the way to the end. Well, before we get to more of the stuff that took place during this episode, I got to get all the house cleaning stuff out of the way. Make sure to head over to SurvivorNowPodcast.com. You can check out all of our content, whether that is Survivor US, UK, Australia. You can check it all out over there. If you enjoy our content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to share it with your friends. You can also listen to our audio plays on Spotify. Just make sure to leave us a rating, preferably 5 out of 5. We appreciate it. But yeah, let's get to the rest. I mean, there was some great gameplay this episode. I do want to bring up Emily She is the queen of dropping bombs on people. There was a moment early on in the episode where she went to someone and said, Drew is, I think she went to Jake and was like, Drew is not with you. And Jake's like, really? Yeah, nope, get over that. Not with you.
Oh, she did the same thing to Bruce.
And then, later on in the episode, she did the same thing to Bruce. I'm just telling you right now, Mama J's not with you. Really? Yeah, she's not. She did the same thing with Caleb back on the Sabaya and Sean vote. She went to Caleb and said, they're not with you. And Caleb's like, are you sure? Yes, I'm positive. She will just tell you straight up who's not working with you. And it's really entertaining to watch her do this.
I think she just doesn't know it. I think she's trying to cultivate votes in the jury, which is a good move. And she's being honest and direct. She's like, hey, Jay, you tonight, or you going to be the backup vote? Now, what I found to be interesting is the Drew and Jake conversation. Because I was like, I think I would have pushed. I probably would have pushed somebody in the water. I'm not saying who pushed who in the water. I'm not advocating violence, but I'd have drugged somebody to the edge of the water and been like, who you talking to?
Well, they both felt majorly betrayed because Jake finds out from Emily that Drew is not on his side when Drew. Sorry, I got this like random.
Look, hey, Emily out there just setting people on fire, just throwing fire out there.
Yeah, she kind of caused this by telling Jake that Drew is not with you. And we see this really affects him because he thought that Drew was a massive ally, which I don't know why. This goes back to people are not playing the game. It is very obvious that the Reba members are together. I don't know. Something must have happened out there on the island that we are not seeing on the edit because I'm not seeing what they are seeing. Not seeing it.
I'm seeing that the fact that they got 4 of the original members still playing the game of Survivor. And I'm looking over here on my shoulder, realizing that the other oddballs out are dwindling. Guess what? I don't need to see if they get along or not. I don't even care if they get along or not. It's too many of them. I will be happier when there's one less member of that tribe staying with me on the island. Period. You ain't got to look over there and be like, man, let me figure out who's lying to me. Let me figure out who's telling the truth. No. Don't worry about all that. Worry about the fact that they got more numbers than you have. And no matter what day of the week it is, that's always a bad situation. So who we voting on next week? Jake going to be the primary vote.
You mean
I want to know Jake, man, my bad. Jake is the primary vote. I want to know who's going to be the alternate vote. I'm going to say Katora. I'm going to say the edit said Mama J was going to do something, but she's not. So, no.
I just don't see any of the Reba members doing anything. I don't see it. But who is in the wrong here with this argument between Drew and Jake? Jake obviously was frustrated that Drew didn't have his back, and then Drew was frustrated that his name was being thrown out. I will say Jake had a point. Oh, it doesn't sound very nice when your name's the one being thrown out. This was kind of really entertaining to watch, but this is the kind of the biggest argument we've had all season outside of Katura secretly hating Bruce all season. But yeah, I mean, it didn't taste, Drew's been throwing Jake's name out every week. And yes, Drew has saved him in a little bit, being like, let's not go Jake. Let's go this way. Let's go Kelly instead. Let's go Kendra instead. But he's still been throwing Jake's name out. And so I think Jake had every reason to throw Drew's name out in a sense.
Because he was like, well, why my name? Why not your name? You threw my name out. Here's the thing. It's amazing touchy-feelingness about playing Survivor. Look, you threw my name out with no problem, and you continue to throw my name out with any problem because you're in the dominant members. I would do the same thing. Now, if I threw your name out knowing good and well I don't have enough numbers to vote you out. Nobody's put a vote on Austin. Nobody's put a vote on Drew. So Mama J has one vote, and D has a vote. Other than that, guess what? The other 2 have never been voted on. And they haven't used any of their special stuff. They got all kind of special stuff. I'd have been blindsided left and right. So I'm with Jake. Now, Drew was talking a little trash. He was talking a little trash. He was talking a little trash.
A little mobster, little boss.
Little mobster, little trash get you took out. Little trash get you drugged to the water's edge and dipped in that water in the water's edge talking all that trash. Because he was like, he was like,
I think Abraham just said who would have ended up in the water if he was in.
He got, hey, look. You out eating tropical fish and stuff. The tropical fish don't do nothing for you. So eating tropical fish, and there's only like 2 of them. Yeah, I'd have been hungry, tired, and already restless. I'd be like, who
Jay has something in the chat. No, I don't think Jake will be targeted because Emily will realize she has to target the Rebus. Where was that this week? Oh, shoot.
What was that? What was that last week?
No,
Forget about this week. What about last week? What about the strategy of how do you break up a trial?
Jay, I feel like she's had multiple opportunities. I think she missed her opportunity. It was a 4-4 split right here. I think that's done. I remind you that Austin has not one, but 2 immunity idols, and Drew still has the safety without power where he can leave.
Look, it's been so long ago. I can't remember what they got. Here's the thing. Somebody on Reba got to make a decision to cut the throat of somebody on Reba. Hey, if we go back to what's a man from Hawaii he ran out, he didn't win. So he had to eventually cut the throat of a player. You can't win sitting next to the person that you've been playing with the whole time. So Drew couldn't beat Austin. It comes down to who do you like better. It comes down to the usual pettiness of the jury.
Anthony says it expired.
Anthony in the house.
Which advantage? Oh, safety without power. Safety. Thank you, Anthony. But still, there's still 2 idols on that. Yeah, I didn't know that because they don't remind you that it expires.
No, and they hadn't had to play it or even had to attempt to play it or say anything about it. I mean, we have no talk about the stuff that they have, which would make the game a little more spicier. Now, the Drew and Jake conversation was spicy. Everything else about this episode, except for the challenge, was snoozy. Matter of fact, I was on my computer doing some other work, and I was like, "It's Survivor." I was like,
during which challenge? Because we're about to talk about the reward challenge. Let's talk the reward challenge first. We get kind of this obstacle course with a puzzle at the end. We've seen this a million times. Nothing special about it. They are going back to the sanctuary.
The sanctuary.
Where boredom happens.
Randy, hold up, Randy, check this out. Wasn't last week Thanksgiving?
Last week was Thanksgiving. This would have been a perfect. Let's see. They're playing for turkey, mashed potatoes, beer, soda, juice, apple pie. You get to spend the night with pillows and blankets.
How is that the reward challenge after Thanksgiving? And on Thanksgiving, you gave him a turkey leg. You gave him a turkey leg and no forks. I'm like, well, hold up. Who messed that one up in production? Who messed Thanksgiving up? You messed Thanksgiving up.
Someone had to. Wasn't the finale supposed to be? Didn't it get pushed back though? The finale was supposed to be the week of like the 13th, 12th. And it was supposed to be the week of the 12th, and it got pushed back. So maybe that was it.
Who messed up Thanksgiving? Because we got Thanksgiving after Thanksgiving. So I do like the fact of, and now I'm gonna go back to old school Survivor. They would at least got a shower. They didn't even get a shower. You got food.
No, they don't have a shower at the sanctuary where good things happen.
It's a sanctuary. First of all, get rid of the sanctuary in season 46. I don't want to see the sanctuary. I don't even. Build a hut and put something in it, but don't take them back to the sanctuary.
Anthony's got it right. The sanctuary is overrated. I wouldn't even say it's overrated. It's not rated. Everybody hates the sanctuary.
If the Achilles heel of this season's been fire. I don't even want to take anything from this season. This season's been fire.
Yeah,
there's gonna be some episodes where we be like, it ain't have as much intensity in it. That's understandable. I'll give everybody that. You can't be on the game every episode. Cool. But the sanctuary, no. Y'all can do better than the sanctuary. Go out and build something, but stop sending people to the sanctuary like it's the best thing. And people keep saying that it's due to Fiji COVID restrictions. I don't think Fiji has any COVID restrictions. I don't think they've had any COVID restrictions for a year. I'm telling you what it is. And I tweeted this. I sent this to Bryce on X, and I was like, the sanctuary is not where good things happen. The sanctuary is where CBS saves a buck. Let me tell you something. Sometimes I listen to Fiji's news. Buluvanaka.
Oh.
Good morning in Fiji. If not, I just mess it all up.
I can't say Buluvanaka.
Buluvanaka, man. You messing it up. Buluvanaka. Spend some time over there. Buluvanaka. And it's still broadcasting. I ain't seen nobody with no mask on. I mean, when I'm looking at the soccer team, they ain't got no mask on. When I'm looking at the news, guess what? They ain't got no mask on. So I'm not quite sure about that part. So I'm gonna let that go. But at the end of the day, I just think with the aspect of a reward, you should get a reward. I shouldn't look over here at Australia's challenge and they got a hut full of cakes and cookies and stuff, and it looks like a reward, or they got fried chicken or whatever, and it looks like a reward. At least give them something to work with. I'm gonna give Austin super credit because he was out there with the spear gun, which is not that easy. Underwater, hunt for fish. Gotta give him credit for that one.
Well, we're gonna get to that. We gotta first say who won the challenge. Emily wins reward here. Super great job by Emily. It meant a lot to her. And then Jeff drops a bomb that they get letters from home, and Emily gets to choose 3 people to spend the night with her, and she decides to have a girls' night. She decides Julie, Katura, and Dee. So women are going on the reward. Men are going back to camp. Now, this is a great opportunity for the men. I know everybody hates all men alliances, but this is a great opportunity for the men to be like, hold on. All the women went to the reward. Maybe we should focus on that. This is also great. Vice versa. This is a great opportunity for the women to be like, hold on. Bruce has an idol, and then maybe Dee and Julie could be like, Austin has stuff, Drew has stuff, or whatever. And this is a great opportunity for the women to get together and do a women's thing. And it seemed like both sides couldn't care less. And I was more shocked about the men. The men went back and did not find it suspicious at all that all the women went on a reward together. This is mind-boggling bad gameplay. This is more bad gameplay.
We had like 15 minutes of male bonding time. What the hell? Y'all already in the dirt? I mean, what more bonding you need? So Drew is out there happy to be playing in male bonding, and you got Austin out there fishing. I'm not really sure what Jake was doing. And you got the gas game. I'm like, what are y'all doing? I mean, that's great. Play what you want to do. But there was no talk of strategy, no talk of voting anybody out.
I knew the song playing in the background again.
Oh no, I don't remember that. I'm telling you, I literally was on the computer doing something else. It was just so. I was like, "What are y'all doing?" Here's the thing: the game never stops. The games never stop. It's 26 days and never stops. So you always playing. Bruce at least had the right idea. He just could get about to join in on him. Now, Couture threw Bruce under the bus. Said nope, he lying. Emily took that. She threw Bruce under the bus. Said he was lying. She threw it to Jake. So it was some gameplay in there. It just wasn't the gameplay that we would be used to seeing, or it's not the gameplay you would expect to see after seeing at least 4 seasons of the new era Survivor. I expect better out y'all players.
Abraham.
I expect better.
Abraham, we're gonna get real close and personal here. Let me just tell you, the first thing we see the guys talking about is farting. This is why women are the superior race. I'm just going to say the first thing they're talking about is farting.
I'm let you know right now that wouldn't have been a conversation. I'd have been gone. I'd have been like, I'm about to hit the beach.
This is why people hate men sometimes. The first conversation, farting. Should I bro down? Should I stand up, take off my shirt, and woohoo?
No. Should I? Matter of fact, if we talk about a nice cigar with a drink or something, cool. But no. I'm on Survivor. Is anybody ever gonna hunt for an immunity idol anymore? I mean, are we gonna go in the woods? Are we gonna look for anything? I mean, is that even an option anymore? I mean,
Abraham did not enjoy this episode. You didn't even do your normal Instagram thing.
Look, I was literally like, I was on a computer. I was like, let me finish looking for what I'm looking for. It just wasn't anything juicy to grab hold of. And then I was
a lot of bad gameplay.
It's got to be it wasn't no juice for the squeeze on this one. And here's the thing about it is, I know there are going to be episodes like that. Hey, I appreciate everything y'all play, and I know it's hard out there, but I'm back on the chair. I'm back on the chair. I want my juice. I want my juice for the squeeze.
Hey, I will say, Abraham, I did put in all caps, Austin and Drew are fishing. You can no longer say you don't see anybody, or sorry, not Drew. Austin and Jake are fishing. You can no longer say nobody is fishing.
Drew got a 6-pack, but he thinning out quick, man. I mean, hey, what's these last, what we got? 6-8 more days? he thinning out quick. He tall too? He thinning out.
You said what? You didn't see his flex there that he gave us?
I saw all his bones on the top. But he had a 6-pack. He had a 6-pack.
Jay in the comments, maybe they put Bruce's idol back in the game, and we may see people searching for it next episode. I doubt it. I don't think it will be Bruce's idol. Bruce took his idol.
He's taking it home, framing it. So here's the thing.
And Jay also says after Emily won the reward, Emily got a few winner quotes. Emily winning was the biggest moment of the season, and this season will have a female winner, which I still do believe there will be a female winner.
Oh, let me look at my list. Hold on, let me see here.
There's 4 females left: Emily, Katurah, Dee, and Julie.
No, I don't see where any of them beat anybody else.
I think Dee could win this season.
Why?
I seriously think Dee could
why
win
would
this
she
season.
why would Dee be the winner? What has Dee done?
She's been the ringleader. We talked about this last week. She's been the ringleader on the Reba.
But she didn't mastermind. Drew masterminded the Kelly vote, and all she did was manipulate.
Dee's been the one saying the names. Every time Drew and Austin say a name, Dee goes, "No, this is what we're gonna do."
Oh, so we voting Bruce out. I just don't see where Dee beats Austin. Now, I take that back because sometimes Survivor's petty. So if it's a petty jury, guess what? They're gonna look at them, they're gonna listen to them, and they're gonna award it to whoever. So we don't know about that part.
We have Cortez. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just want to say, if not Emily, Julie, not Dee, and definitely not Katurah. And then Anthony adds on, Dee has to take out Austin and Drew, probably to get enough to win.
If Dee takes out Austin, I'll go to say if Dee takes out Austin or Drew, okay, she can be the winner. I'll give it a winner vote. She'll have my vote. I said you took out the top 2 players, or at least one of the top 2 players, and because I don't see where Drew has anything besides the Kelly vote to really say, hey, I've done this or done that. At least Austin now, he won immunity. Austin is really only about 4 players from being in the top 3.
He's got 2 idols.
Yeah,
I remind you, he's got 2 idols.
Yeah. So if he can maneuver these last 3 players, guess what? Austin's wait a minute, hold on. We only got 8 left, or is it 7?
I believe
it's 7.
Hold on. 1, 2, 7 left.
So 7 left. Really, Austin ain't got to do nothing because the votes are not coming to the Reba tribe. The next vote we know is not going to be somebody from Reba. So really, if Austin goes past these next 2 votes, guess what? Austin going to be one of the final 3. That is crazy.
I would love to see Austin go on and win. Abraham, I have to, before we get more into who we think can go on and win the season, I have to ask you, this was a big talking point tonight. Did you like the montage, the male montage? The editors were having fun. They froze on Drew's like flex. We got the music in the background. We got them doing guy stuff. Did you enjoy this?
Shit, no, man. Quit playing.
I loved it. I thought we were watching Love Island.
It doesn't say Love Island. But first of all, no, I don't need a look. I'm there to play. I'm being competitive. You know, you might catch me in a conversation. You might even see a teardrop on my eye from reminiscing on the story. Because Katurah did a lot of crying this episode, and I can understand why. Because you get in touch with your feelings while you're on Survivor. I understand that. But we're not going. What are they doing? We're playing the fart game. Yo, yeah, we're playing the fart game. No, that's not me. It could be somebody else. It could be Randy Bruce. It could be Will. I mean, I'm not trying to stop anybody from having their fun, but no, I'm looking for an idol. I'm out here trying to do some things.
Abraham, do not tell me you're actually going to sit there and say you did not enjoy this, because this was just amazing.
I was literally researching something to the point where I looked up and I was like, when Drew said he was like, oh man, we get to do these man things and stuff. I was like, what episode is this? What are we talking about? Click. I looked up. I'm going to have to go relook at the episode because I literally missed some stuff because I was like, it was a snooze fest. Now,
it was really that bad? Wait, sorry. I'm also trying to, the ad that we are going to play tonight, I forgot to add it on. So I'm also trying to add the ad before we get to the ad break. But I enjoyed the episode. I did think it was just lacking in something. I will agree with you there, Abraham. I thought something was the juice was lacking there.
It's just, I mean, it's because my perspective is a little different. So it's hard to, I know what y'all doing at night. I know what is going on during the daytime. I know what, going from place to place. So I just wanted a little more juicy squeeze. But here's the thing. Katurah's feelings and those letters, they'll send you to a place. Don't nobody that go on Survivor. Look, if you don't shed a tear on Survivor, Something wrong with you because they get everybody. Survivor will get everybody. There is nobody immune from dropping a tear on Survivor. I guarantee you. I'll put words on that. They'd be like, man, the new era Survivor. They dropping tears.
I just wanted to know what happened between Katurah and her mom that cut off communication. We didn't get that. It was definitely emotional watching them open the letters, as it always is. I kind of like how they edited it. It was kind of like one line from the letters, and each of the ladies got to share that moment with us. But Katurah's really hit home where she said she cut off communication with her mom about a year ago. Imagine that happens. You cut off communication with someone you love, and then you get a letter from them while you're out on the island. I mean, there's got to be a lot of emotions that are kind of flowing.
The letters are great. The videos are great because used to be videos, now it's letters. And you're at a point where you're actually isolated from your normal life. And this is your life. Look at Katurah, how emotional she was when Emily picked her for the sanctuary and how she felt about it. Because she was like, I would never think that you would even pick me. Now, they've been together for weeks now. And you was like, I still don't feel that level of that you cared about me at that level. In actuality, she did. She's like, hey, come enjoy this. Then you got that emotion. Then you get there and you got a letter, an unexpected letter. She probably get 1,000 questions now on that situation, but it's an unexpected letter that triggers even more emotions. We see Emily crying because she get to move into her house. She might get married. She might not. We don't know, but she got the emotions right now. We see Mama J in there. She's a superhero. She in there. We got D in there. I mean, we see so many in the emotional side, or we see the sensitive side, or we see the side of them that brings out into Survivor because, yeah, it's a game. And yeah, we wanted some more squeeze tonight, but we also got a chance to see the real people in their real lives and see some of the things and challenges they have to go through and whatnot. So on that part, I will say the new era Survivor, don't y'all walk up and think you ain't gonna drop no tear. Somewhere in that episode, you're gonna drop that tear. It may not even make the edit.
The other thing, Abraham, is they actually gave them food this time. We didn't have just one turkey.
Thanksgiving leftovers.
It was leftovers. It was leftovers from production. Production ate what they're like, man, we have some food left. Let's take it to the sanctuary.
Get this. Look, I was like, hold on, mashed potatoes. We gotta get mashed potatoes from. They got
the sanctuary where the food table for production, the leftovers go to.
It's the sanctuary.
I will say something that really I found this funny, and this is how I wasn't bored tonight. Like I said, I enjoyed the episode to an extent. But I did do this on my free time during a commercial break. I love doing this. When the women came back to camp, sorry, my cat's gonna jump up here now. It's every show.
I'm gonna go to the sanctuary.
I found this funny. When the women came back, they were all joking about, oh, we're back for our husbands. And I paired everyone up. And this makes a lot of sense. So I was like, if it was a wife-husband scenario, who would go together? So I put Julie with Bruce. You have the two older castaways. Makes sense. About the same age. I think they are the exact same age.
Bruce
I put Emily with Drew because you have like the two nerds. I put Jake with Katurah. You have the two wild cards, two people who are on the outs. And then that leaves Dee and Austin, who are like the power couple, who are like the lovebirds out on the island this season. Even though it appears that they're just friends.
I got to switch somebody around. I'm switching Emily.
Are you going to change
Bruce.
anything, Abraham?
Yeah, I'm switching Emily to Bruce. Katurah and Jake, they staying together. Who's that leaving me for Drew? Means Mama J throws the numbers
Emily
on.
And Bruce, that makes no sense. It's Bruce and Mama J. Bruce is a father.
The only two that make sense is the only two that makes
the most sense, Abraham.
No, the only one that makes the most sense is Jake and Katurah. The rest of them don't make no sense. I mean, you can't even move them around again. So Jake and Katurah, I can see that. Both lawyers living in the same house.
What are you talking about? Emily and Drew.
No.
What are you talking about? Emily and Drew are the nerds. That makes perfect sense. Dee and Austin are literally like a couple out there on the island. Even though they haven't said they're a couple, they're pretty much a couple.
No. I'm only gonna go with Couture and Jay. The rest of them, like, I'm not going to even touch them. I ain't got nothing to say about the rest of them.
What? You can't please this man. You can't please. Well, tonight we had to say an unfortunate goodbye to Bruce. I know we covered this episode really. We're not done yet. Don't worry. We covered this episode really fast, really quickly. Just kind of went through the main talking points because I have a surprise for Abraham. I have a little game, a little challenge that we're going to play. Oh. He doesn't even know what we're doing, but he will find out right after this ad break.
My name is Jonah Fielko, and I'm the CEO of Bracketology.tv, fantasy sports for reality television. We offer fantasy games for shows like The Bachelor, Survivor, Big Brother, RuPaul's Drag Race, and counting. You start by creating a community. Within your community, you can create a fantasy league for each show that you want to play fantasy games for. Within the league, you can choose up to 3 of our 4 game types, and our most popular is the Advanced League. Choose a team of contestants, and depending on what they do and say during the episode, that's how your team will gain or lose points each week. We also have elimination-style games like our Confidence Pool. This is where you choose how confident you are that each contestant will survive elimination that week. And we've also got March Madness-style brackets. Come back a couple hours after the episode to check your scores and watch you climb the leaderboard. Bracketology is free to play, so grab your friends, your family, your coworkers, and head to bracketology.tv for more info.
And look, they said Couture spent 9 episodes talking about Bruce this year. Yup.
I mean, yes, they have been at each other's throats all season. All right, Abraham, I got something special planned for you for this episode. This has been going around. There's a test on BuzzFeed, and it is which Survivor 45 castaway are you? So we are going to find out right here which castaway Mr. Abraham is most like. Now, Abraham, when I ask you these questions, I'm going to put on my best game show host look. Okay, Abraham, when we ask you these questions, I have a mic right here. I don't know why I'm playing. I want you to answer them with how you would actually be out on the island. Okay?
Okay, got it.
Yep. Sorry, there's a little lag happening because I'm trying to upload it. Did you lose me again?
No, I can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to upload this ad that I forgot to upload earlier, and we have to play it at one point. So there's going to be another ad break, and I think it's messing up the connection a little bit. All right, let's play this. Okay. Let's figure out which contestant Abraham will be. So, Abraham, which word best describes you? I'm going to give you all the choices. There's 8 choices. Driven, loyal, stubborn, social, competitive, persistent, smart, or calculating.
I only get one? Social.
You only get one. Which word best describes you? Social. Okay. Next question. Which animal best describes your personality? Mongoose, weasel, cat, tiger, cheetah, gorilla, hamster, or Labrador?
Cheetah.
Oh, you think you're quick to the punch, Abraham? Is that what it is?
I wish you put the honey badger in there.
You could have went with mongoose, kind of similar. All right, what's your favorite TV show, Abraham? Survivor, Tiger King, The News, Friends, Cobra Kai, Suits, Pokemon, or Judge Judy?
Survivor.
That's the only correct answer.
Like what?
Okay.
Suits would have been number 2, right?
Next question. What's your? Oh, you said Suits would have been number 2? I've heard great things about that show. What's your favorite time period in history? Present day, the Roman Empire, the Renaissance, the 90s, the 2000s, the 1920s, the 1970s, or the 1980s?
The 90s, baby. That thing was fire.
Oh, the 90s. See, I would have went with the 80s myself, but all right.
Fire. I don't remember nothing from the 80s. I was a kid.
Oh, this is good. Oh, this is a good one. What's your favorite fast food restaurant? Popeyes, McDonald's, Arby's, Dunkin', In-N-Out, Salad Works, Chipotle, or Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A, baby.
Oh, that's a good one. See, myself, I would have went with, they didn't put it on the list, but I would have went with Taco Bell. I think Taco Bell was the answer I would have went with. Love Taco Bell.
We talked about that Taco Bell.
What's your favorite color, Abraham? Just give me, I don't have to read all the choices. What's your favorite color?
Red.
Red. Okay. See, I'm finding out about my own colleague here, Abraham. I think there's only 10 total questions. What kind of car would you drive? A Kia Soul, a Tesla, a BMW, a Mustang, a Volkswagen Bug, a Toyota Prius, a minivan, or a Chrysler 300?
What was the first car?
The first car was a Kia Soul.
Kia Soul. I'm in it.
All right, we're getting close to figuring out who is Abraham out of the season 45 cast. Finally, last question. Abraham, what do you like to do in your free time? Go to the gym, work in the garden, play with my pets, go to parties, CrossFit, crochet with my grandma, play Pokemon Go, or hot yoga?
CrossFit.
All right, so we're going to say CrossFit. Let's see.
Must have said Pokemon
And
Go.
now, Abraham, I have your answer. I know exactly who you are from the season 45 cast. Here we go. Drum roll, please. Abraham, you are D. You're independent and strong. You can play a good social and physical game and even outwit and outplay those who appear stronger than you. You love to make people laugh and engage in social something. Yeah, you're D.
D is caliente. Caliente D.
Do you feel like you're D, Abraham?
I'm D. Me and D can roll. D is fire. She is caliente.
Yeah, Abraham is caliente. Abraham is fire. Abraham also has big toes, apparently, because he's D.
What? No, I got regular
because he has a big toe. All right, I finally got this ad uploaded. We're gonna play one more ad, and when we come back, we're gonna tell you guys what we have in store for you on Survivor Now this week. We'll be right back.
Are you a Survivor superfan? Are you obsessed with Survivor?
Oh my God!
Do you dream of one day getting the chance to play?
This is my dream since I was 11, to be on this boat with you right here. I am beside myself that I'm here right now, and I'm with my new family. What's better than this, man? This is the best.
Carson showed us it pays to prepare for all the puzzles, and you can practice yourself with idle plays. We are talking the circle puzzle from Survivor San Juan del Sur, the crate puzzle and haberdasher from Survivor 43, the iconic fire puzzle, the Fitz Tower that Michelle won twice, the log maze from Survivor China, the tree puzzle that Carson won, Spencer's 5-piece puzzle, the impossible snake to the top, and the endurance will it go round challenge. I know, crazy, but there is more with the big time bundle giving all 10 puzzles away for a bigger discount. The holiday season is fast approaching. If you know a Survivor super fan in your life, these Survivor replica puzzles are perfect for them. Thank you so much to the Survivor Now team for showcasing idle plays. Use the link in the the description or go to idleplays.com and use the code SURVIVORNOWPODCAST at checkout to help support the team.
All my hard work paid off. I have 3D printed this puzzle in my house and put it together probably 1,000 times. I think it's a lesson that you should always be prepared.
Thank you to Russell Muscle TV and Idle Plays for allowing us to become a partner. I have my Idle Plays puzzle right here. It's the triangle puzzle. It's the fire puzzle, excuse me. I haven't put it together yet. I'm going to get to it probably tonight or tomorrow because I'm going to make a post about it tomorrow. But I got that, and you can have your very own if you're in our Survivor Fantasy competition. These will go to the top 3 finishers of that competition. So keep checking your teams, and you might win a puzzle yourself. And one day you can be on Survivor. Abraham, he put that ad together for me today, and that was such a good ad.
He did a good job. I was like, man, that's a new ad. Yeah. Hey, good cutting. Hey, good cutting and play. Hey, good cutting and pasting, buddy.
I'll just tell you, Abraham, when I first reached out to you after season 41, would you ever believe that now we have partnerships with like Todd? You can use the code Survivor now to get a percentage off shipping and everything. You can now use a code for Idle Plays. Did you ever think that we would get to a point where it's like, use Survivor Now podcast as a code to save money?
I was just trying to say, who is Randy? I was like, who is this guy? Okay, he wants to do an interview. I'll do an interview. That's all I knew. I was like, I'll do an interview. Yeah, I don't even know where I was at. I was still doing interviews on my phone.
Just think how it would have changed, Abraham, if you never came on the show. I mean, I have you to thank for a lot of it. We don't have any questions to read today, so we're not going to read the cues, but instead I am going to show you guys what we have coming up this week on Survivor Now. So as always on Fridays, you can tune in with Jack and Will for Survivor Stock Watch. That is our power ranking show. Each week they tell you who they believe is going to win and who they believe is going to be the next one eliminated. I will say that D has been at the top of their list pretty much all season. So tune in and see if they believe someone else has a better opportunity to win over D. Also on Sunday, you can join Matthew, Ollie, and Phil as they cover Survivor 45 episode 10 on our show. Got Something For You. Super fun show, super relaxed. All of these guys know exactly what they're talking about, so you do not want to miss that. That's Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Excuse me. Losing my voice all of a sudden. This is on a special time this week. Next Monday morning, join Survivor Social, David and Tegwith, as they recap everything that took place on Survivor 45 this week from a social standpoint. They walk through everybody's decisions, the social gameplay that is happening and taking place out there in Fiji. And then we have a special episode for you next Monday evening. Join myself, Abraham, I believe Will as well, as we will check in with Mike Gabler, winner of Survivor 43, and we will get all of his opinions on what he feels about Survivor 45 right now. We are honored to have Gabler back on the show. And then we're not only covering Survivor US, you can also check out our Survivor UK coverage. Episode 9 and 10 just aired this past weekend. It is getting juicy. They just got to the merge. You can check out the recap show that myself, Matthew, and Ollie did earlier today. It is available on Spotify and our YouTube. And you can check out our exit interviews on SurvivorNowPodcast.com. Yeah, I believe that's everything. I mean, Abraham, that's another thing. Not only do we have partnerships, we have like 7 shows a week now.
You used to be like, this is it. Survivor Now. We'll talk to you later. Now it's like, hold on. We have many episodes of many different directions of covering the game we all love, Survivor. You know what? And everybody's having a good time. I gotta admit, man, it's a pleasure to be a part of it. It's a pleasure to be at this. Next week I will not be here. I just remembered next week on Wednesday I will be flying.
Ooh, where are you flying to?
I will be going down to Orlando We originally had Hearts Reality was supposed to be next week. It got changed up for some situations that were out of our control. But I will say the Reality family had definitely come together, and it's got retitled to. It's not called Hearts. It's called Reality All Stars, I think. Mm-hmm. And we're still going to come down there, and we're still going to be there. We're still going to support Kids Gives the World. So we're going to have a good time. But most of us will be in Orlando. Sandra will be down there. So
Nina will be down there.
Nina's going to be down there. Bryson Wendell will be there. They're putting on an event that night. From the UK, we got I should know his name. He was my roommate last year.
UK, you mean Australia?
Australia. What's my man's name from Australia? He wrote a book.
Oh, King George.
King George is doing a book signing. So he's going to do a book signing. And what's the name is doing something for his show while he's there. And for whatever reason, man, it slips my mind. But he's the guy that said his grandmother died.
Johnny Fairplay.
Johnny Fairplay. The best lie told in Survivor ever.
Unfortunately, I am not going to be down there, and I am devastated about it.
But
I don't know if I'm going to be here next week, Abraham, because I probably will be here. I'm not doing something that interesting going to Orlando. I'm devastated that I'm not going to make it down there. I had to save some money for another trip. We will get to that in just a couple of seconds. But I am getting now it's just the part of the show where we shout out each other. So I am uploading something else that I forgot to upload. I really did not come prepared today. I know I'm off my game today. What is going on? I'm getting a new tattoo on my arm, a giant tattoo. You want to see it, Abraham?
What is it going to be? I got one.
Boom.
Oh, that's nice.
Look at that. For any Game of Thrones fans, that is Daenerys with her dragons. Yes, I know one dragon is missing. It will be on the other side. It's going to form like a circle of dragons. So, yeah, that's going to be going on my arm. Sorry, Abraham, were you not done looking? I'll put it back up.
I was like, after I got mine, I was like, you would never guess the tattoos I got anyway. So they never looked a part of me.
I told him that I would like to have it done by the time we leave for LA because I want to show it off. I'm going to have my short sleeves on. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I mention LA? Oh, you did. I might have dropped the ball. Bryson Wynn presents going to LA for the finale this season. Myself and Abraham, we've been going to some of the Bryson Wendell events recent years, and we will be in attendance. So if you are out in Los Angeles, you want to come say hi to myself and Abraham, you will see us out and about. If you're not sure exactly where we are at the party, make sure to follow us on Instagram at Survivor Now Podcast. We will be posting to our story. And Abraham, we always have time for the fans. We always find them somewhere at the party. So, yeah, very, very excited
will be out there together.
LA. Yeah.
Because me and Randy only get together at a Bryson Wins event. So,
well,
but this time we're on the West Coast. We're on the West Coast. Usually we're on the East Coast.
Nice.
We're up in New York. So we're on the West Coast. Not as cold during this time of year. So it's going to probably be one of the best season finales because it's been a great season. Looking forward to meeting all the cast. I'm at pretty much 90% of the cast. We're looking forward to meeting the rest of them.
It's gonna be nice to see everybody again. And the other thing, Abraham, is that third night. I finally found out what they're doing on that third night. They're doing the House of Villains finale watch party. So I was like, I don't know if I'm going to go to that. We might have the third night to kind of explore LA.
What's that? Where's Phil at?
What?
We got to see what Phil's doing.
Yeah. We need to get with Phil. Yeah, I got a few acting friends I might meet up with as well. We'll just have to plan it out. We'll plan it out. But that's all we have for you guys today. Make sure to tune into the rest of the content. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share it with all your friends. You can check out the audio version on Spotify. Make sure to leave us a rating, like the podcast, and definitely go check out everything we have for you guys at SurvivorNowPodcast.com. One more time, pour one out for Bruce. I don't have anything left, but cheers with my tiki cup. And we will see you guys.